set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Allen has it, left side. And now running right through it. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now Gordon on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Slot man moves right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Here we go. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. 1st down, Mariota. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Mariota on 1st down. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And his kick is right through. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jurrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. This is Gordon on the dump off. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's airing it out for Williams, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. 8
yards to go here on second down, and the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second down, Mariota. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back now here on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they give this time to the tailback. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mariota, eluding the pressure. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, it's a little extra.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Daquan Jones in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 9 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 20, 10, 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
They run it here with Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. 3rd down here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ohio, flex round, Ohio.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Casey. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
That's caught inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Throwing here, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Play fake. Mariota. Flush to his right. Uncorks. He's got a man. Complete.